Welcome to Peace, Love, Learn. Before we get started with today's read aloud, take a moment to support this channel by clicking the subscribe button. After watching, if you enjoyed the read aloud, give this video a thumbs up. Today we are going to read a book with a whole lot of zest, titled Do the Voices, the book with a different voice for every page. This book is by Melinda Issakov and illustrated by Grace G. So this book isn't quite like the others you read. Your regular voice is not at all what you need. Get yourself ready and open up wide. These new voices will take us on a fun-filled ride. Don't get me wrong, I like the voice you've got there, but what if you sounded like a grizzly bear? You would speak very deep, growling and grumbling. "Where is the honey? My stomach is rumbling." You're so good at reading all of these words, but I wonder what you'd sound like if you were a bird. You could twitter and cheep, you'd chirp and tweet. "Worms, my favorite! What a tasty treat!" Your voice is so nice when you give me a treat, but a monster would never sound quite so sweet. They'd probably snarl, and they definitely roar. "Here, little monster, why don't you have some more? Roar!" Bath time is fun, playing our bubble games. But if you spoke like a pirate, would it be the same? You'd talk like a captain with his parrot and sword. "Hand over that ducky, or I'll throw you overboard." Your voice might change if you lived up in a tree. You'd sound like a koala. How strange that would be. You'd be cute, but you'd screech and cause quite a fuss as you say, "I want more eucalyptus." When you're in a bad mood, you walk about in a huff. If you spoke like an elephant, you'd be all deep and gruff. Hold up your arm like a trunk and wave it around. "Listen to me as I make my trumpety sound." You may be grown up, but you used to be small. There was a time when you couldn't talk at all. How did you sound when you gurgled and cooed? When you could only say, "Ga, ga, ga, goo, goo, goo"? Trucks are so noisy, but I like the sound as they drive their thick tires across the ground. If you sounded like that, you'd rumble and toot. "Your delivery's on its way. I'm just en route." I always love to leap and jump when I play. I pretend I'm a frog as I bounce away. How would you talk if you spoke like a frog? "Ribbit, I'm full of flies, setting on my log." I've always wondered if you'd change your tone. If you were like a queen sitting on her throne, you'd sound high-pitched, dainty, and posh. "The corgi is wearing my crown. Golly gosh." The ocean is huge and the waves crash like thunder. But what would you sound like as a fish, I wonder? You'd puff out your cheeks and purse your lips, saying, "It's lovely down here under the waves and ships." It's almost over, but before we turn off the lights, what if your voice was like a fairy in flight? It would be so calm as I laid down in bed, as you say, "Good night. Now rest your sweet head." Thanks so much for tuning in. Remember to like, subscribe, and share to show your love for this channel. Much love from me to you, and toodaloo. Until next time.